well as the Crowdfunding Centre and the Data Centre, which you can find online. It's a great honour and a privilege to be speaking to you today, even if it's via these very modern means from so very far away with me here in the UK. It's an honour especially at this time, this crucial time, because we're at a tipping point for a nation like yours and mine and for the world. I'd like to thank as well all the sponsors and the speakers for their participation and contributions to this, and especially Dr. Dan Marram, who's flown in especially and is a great visionary, amongst the very first, to realise the importance of this revolution. And I'm delighted he's going to be with you later. But this slide we're looking at actually has a history. It was actually the slide that we used to introduce the very first Deep Impact Conference way back 2-3 years ago, where we've had two more since, 3 in all. And in all that time, here's the introductory slide, the wisdom of 1,000,000 tribes. In all that time, the vision has been the same, it's not changed, but the world has. And what we see around us now is the tidal wave of change that we were talking about back then. So crowdfunding back then was really like a cloud the size of a man's hand. Now we have a perfect storm and it's about to break. Crowdfunding is the engine room of the new sharing economy and the biggest change to the world economy since the Industrial Revolution. As was reported earlier this week, it's growing, the sharing economy is growing at a dizzying rate. It's growing faster than Facebook, Yahoo and Google combined. $15 billion in 7 years as opposed to 11. Faster than those three, Facebook, Google and Yahoo combined. And crowdfunding likewise. How do we know? The Crowd Data Centre, we track that, so we've got data here. As you can see, this is live earlier on in the week from 200,000 plus crowd funds. There's 22,000, nearly 23,000 projects live at the moment, and that's increasing on a daily basis, around 500 projects a day right now, across many categories. And this data is being made available to universities, researchers, analysts who are looking at it from the investors' points of view, and as well as crowdfunders. We have the platform selector tool here, which is a tool for people who are crowdfunding, help them find the right platform that's going to give them the best chance for their project, give them their category and so on. So lots happening, and lots have changed in that time. Before we come to that next slide, what I want to say is what we're seeing now is completely at a piece with the vision that we set out 3 years ago. As Pretty can attest, she was there with us. This is the next tidal wave of positive disruption, the biggest disruption yet from the internet, the one that's turning the world economy on its head, giving the economy back to those who really own it, the crowd, us all, the people who compose it, putting people, not numbers, at the centre of the economy. It was a mistake, it always was a mistake, and history will judge the mistake of putting numbers and a tyranny of numbers at the centre of the world economy and national economies, and people, it's going on its head. People are at the centre of the new economy. Ordinary people, giving them the opportunity to be what they were always capable of. The Nobel laureate, Muhammad Yunus, has said that entrepreneurship is the natural state of human beings, that we all have that potential in us. And this is giving entrepreneurs everywhere the oxygen of opportunity. The oxygen of opportunity, which is why one of the main reasons why I love crowdfunding It's this opening of the economy, because it creates a world of opportunities that never existed before. It works. It's unfamiliar, but it's unfamiliar because it's revolutionary. It combines things in new ways which were just never before possible, removing barriers and making it basically a no-cost option to be able to learn on the job as an entrepreneur, to have an apprenticeship as an entrepreneur through crowdfunding, to be able to have direct contact with the market, so that at the same time as raising money, you're testing your proposition, refining it, getting feedback, direct exposure to the market itself, not some gatekeeper, not some so-called expert, back manager or funding expert who was the best that we had until now, but it was guesswork. It was a proxy for the real thing. And what crowdfunding is doing is connecting entrepreneurs with the real thing, the market. And who'd have thought it? Who'd have thought not long ago that consumers would not just tolerate, but welcome the opportunity to be a part of this process by buying into something new that doesn't even exist yet. It's stunning, and it's truly revolutionary. As a result, it's revolutionising innovation. We see thousands of new innovations every week, every month. You can see them on the Crowdfunding Centre. Just flow, stuff that would never have happened before. Great stuff that people want. It would never have been funded before. It's revolutionising what it means to be a citizen. You can be active, not passive. You don't need permission any longer from anyone else or any gatekeeper to become captain of your own destiny, your own boss, create your own business, roll your own role, because venture creation is being revolutionised as well, which means it's open and being open to everyone. It's revolutionising investing. The landscape is changing. But most of all, it's revolutionising entrepreneurship and the entrepreneur's journey, changing it materially, opening the sluice gates, and making it a positive process that people can engage with. More on that later. For now, I want to leave you with those here in the room who can help equip you for that journey. And I want to leave you both with this thought. The world is being redesigned at this time, as Julie Mayer, well-known VC here, has said, and it's being redesigned by entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs working together. Less than a month ago, we launched venturefundinghubs.com to help bring together and equip entrepreneurs locally in towns, cities, villages and so on. We expect it to launch maybe 3 or 4 UK city hubs by about now. As I speak, we have well over 40 hubs in various stages of formation across the world. Many of them in the UK, more of them in the US and in other nations too. Despite the fact that we've been very low-key about this, so this is our offering to you and to the world. And it's your opportunity to create communities of entrepreneurs across India, to co-found hubs and communities, and entrepreneurial communities for your towns, cities and beyond. To bring entrepreneurs together with those who can help them to get on and change the world, to build new businesses, to change the world for the better. Because together we can redesign the world. We can make it a better place for all of us. In fact, that's what this is all about. From day one, in fact before day one, this is what Deep Impact conferences were about in the first place. To make the deepest possible impact as soon as possible. To bring the greatest amount of freedom and to banish austerity. To bring prosperity. So, have a great conference. I'll be back later in the day, one way or another, to share what I believe is the revolution's best kept secret, something that you can put to use right now to do exactly those things. So have a great day until I see you later. Bye for now. Talk to you later.